Hey, people of Earth, it's me, Mike Rondo, in the Shed of Solitude. It's been a week or so, and today, as you can probably tell by the thumbnail and the title, we're doing two friends. I keep wanting to say two brothers, and I don't know if I said that the last video I did, but we're doing English chocolate. And I've been doing, like I did last video, I smoked it for like a week without doing an instantaneous review, just to try to mix things up. I got one more of these to go, and I'm probably going to do it the old school way, which is just I crack it open that day and just smoke it for the first time. Now this, we'll do a quick tin note. This smells a lot better than the last one I did. Now, I don't know if it has a chocolate note, if you will, because it says English chocolate, but it's got like a... I don't know, something sweet. I'll leave it at that, but let's see. So this is a Virginia and Latakia, and surprisingly, I can't smell the Latakia that much. I don't know if I was thinking of this earlier before I came out on the video to do the video, and I was on a kick. I think it was at the end of 2021, early 2022, where I was just all into Latakia. Like I was really into it. Or it was last year, midsummer to the end of last year. I think I was in a Latakia, phase or something. I don't know. But I really do enjoy Latakia. But I can't smell it. Or something of that nature. I can only smell like, I don't know. It's just something, it is different. I don't smell the Virginia. Of course, my nose, I'm all nasally and sniffy and everything thanks to the, the 400 days of rain we've had here in Rhode Island. So, my allergies, they're all clogged up and everything else. But anyway, on to the pipe smoking review here. So I'm using the new pipe I got, and I don't know if I talked about this that much or even had smoked with this on the channel yet, but this is a barrel pipe by Peterson. And I enjoy this pipe quite a bit. I'm smoking Virginias in this, and I wouldn't recommend the Virginias. I think I said this last video. I don't know if I used this pipe last video. I'd have to go back and look. I typically don't go back and look at my videos, by the way. Just a little insider information. But it is kind of, I don't know if you can see that. It is a bit thin. And Virginias get hot. And I know people have said maybe I'm packing the bowl this way, that way, the other way. I'm going to do what I'm going to do. It's probably right or wrong. It doesn't matter, just like you. I do appreciate the advice and feedback. The problem is when I go to smoke a pipe, I don't remember any of it, and it goes all right out the window. But anyway, this is like a perfect shed pipe. And I say that because it's chopped on the bottom, right? And typically in a shed, putting a pipe down, you usually have to use these kind of pipe stands or whatever, be all, whatever. This, you just put it right down, much like a meerschaum, a Missouri meerschaum. A lot of them are flat too, and you just kind of pop it down here. Perfect. This is, I want to say, because it's Peterson, it's almost too fancy to like a work in the yard kind of pipe, but I guess if you're riding a tractor maybe, you can be really snooty. I don't have a tractor because my yard, well, we put a pool in, we got a cement patio, we've taken up some real estate so there's less grass to cut, which is, my theory is, because I don't want to cut it anymore after 40 some odd years of cutting grass. I want to cut the least amount as possible. Although I did get an Ego lawnmower, and I may do a review on it at some point next spring. It's got me excited about mowing lawn. Now, I'm not being environmental friendly, like that kind of thing. I got it because my old one died, and I needed a new one, and I decided to go electric for some crazy reason, more out of curiosity. I like electric vehicles. I don't think they're, going to save the planet, so to speak, but I just enjoy a different mode of transportation and use of things. So, but anyway, that's another video for another day or whatever. But anyway, so what I'm using, I'm actually going back old school, what I used to do when I smoked pipes. I'm using a Zippo. And this is the Haunted House one, and it glows in the dark. I just got this one last week, and of course, had to get a pipe insert. And I've been smoking with this, and I absolutely love this. This is like my hot dog one. I don't have that right on hand. I don't know where I put it again. I lost it again. But this is pretty cool. I had to have it. It's spooky season. I was going to smoke in my Herb Booth pumpkin head pipe, but I decided to go with this. So let's just, you know, I've been 5 minutes already. I haven't even smoked the, the, the tobacco. Here we go. The only problem with, and it's a P-lip, of course, vulcanized stem, which I absolutely love. I got to get more vulcanized. I have some acrylic ones. My 320 is a acrylic, and it's funny because I got one, the original one, without the little bit at the end, the rubber bit, and it's not that comfortable now. When I have the one with the shed one, the shed version of that pipe, and I have the little rubber piece on there, it is so much more comfortable. These I don't need it. It's soft. It's good on the teeth. It's not, you know. See if I can. Well, I think it went out. Although this, give you an indication, is the end of the tamper, is the end of the bowl, and it just fits in there. So that's how big the diameter is of this. So here we go. And the reason I went with this pipe today, not just because it's a good pipe and I want to get more use out of it, and to talk to you guys, it's just a comfortable pipe. So this is a good tool. This is actually, it's a good all-arounder, I think, for like walking, working in the yard. Even though it looks too nice to do something like that, this is a good gentleman's walking around, going for a walk, thinking about things kind of pipe. This would go good with my walking stick that I haven't used in 2 years. That might change then. Well, but back to the reason is because smoking your pipe and using a Zippo, with a lot of my pipes, the barrels are deep. And getting in there with this is not necessarily easy. And of course, unfortunately, I'm putting it down like my hot dog one, face down into the thing. So there's going to be some soot on there. I tried doing it this way. I just can't, like my brain just doesn't want to do it that way. So this is what we get. But I find using this pipe and a few others that are small like this, Zippos work really well. But it's hard to beat this type of flame and lighter. I'm a big fan of these, so I use this more than anything else. All right, so as far as the tobacco goes, and I've been smoking it for a week. Oh, actually, this is the first time I'm tasting some of the Latakia. Oh, wow, I look like and I kind of just rolled out of bed. I look a little, I gotta shave the mustache. It's a little, you know, I gotta trim that a little. I am debating this fall or winter if I should shave the beard, like, you know, my scruff. It doesn't grow in all that well. It's kind of a scruffy beard, which I like. But my mustache, like my father before me, I mean, my father's got a great mustache. And I think I could pull off a great one. I can definitely, because I got the little tail ends here, I could pull the old handlebar thing off. But, you know, the women in my life certainly are against that for some reason. But, you know, I don't always do things for women. I do things for myself a lot. So, the worst case, if I look like a porn star or something at work, and people laughing at me, not that I really care, it'd make people laugh. I'd just shave it off. Not a big deal, but we'll see. It's one of those things when you're shaving, you look in the mirror, and you get that idea in your head, you're like, oh, I could pull that off. I could do that. But in reality, you probably couldn't. Anyway, back to the tobacco. I'm rambling in this one. All right, so surprisingly, I am getting more Latakia this time around. I hadn't had that prior, which is interesting. So I don't know if it's because the way I packed it, I just happen to get more Latakia than Virginias in this one, or it's been sitting in the shed for a week, opened. It's breathing a little and, you know, aging, if you will. Not that a week's really aging, but it's dried out a little. So it takes away that chocolate kind of topping or whatever they put on. But earlier in the week, when I first started, I didn't like this. This is like, we were going 0 for 2 with two friends here. It is better than the previous one. I don't get like a chocolate, any kind of note, any kind of cocoa, any Play-Doh note, any to be honest, and I don't know if that's because, and I'm trying to think, earlier in the week, I didn't get any of that either. I think I just got kind of like a tobacco kind of note. Just it was tobacco, but not in a bad way. But I wouldn't necessarily recommend this one and the other one. What was the other one I had that I just did? I can't. Let's see. Let me look at my phone. We'll go into my archives because I can't remember off the top of my head for some reason. Let's see. Oh, Redwood. That one I'll be curious when I try that again, when I do my second time around. But I mean, this has got like a velvety kind of smoothness to it when you're taking the smoke, but something there. Something, I will say this, you don't get the topper, like when they top things, sometimes you get that chemical taste kind of feeling. Not with this, because I don't think they put a lot, and I think, if I read right, I don't know if it says it on the package or on the reviews, tobacco reviews, let's see. Well, they tumble it, and then they put it into a broken flake. Just a touch of chocolate. All right, so that would, I would say, and it says awakens the senses. I don't know if it awakens my senses, maybe yours, but I don't get that. But we don't have much of a, it's just a little touch, a little kiss, you know, going on there. So, I don't know. It's okay. It's okay. Most tobaccos are good, even when they're not okay. I'll say that. But I think we're 0-2 with Redwood. I'd recommend this over Redwood. Not that they're exactly the same, but I mean, I do like the smoky note, and see, now it's getting a little warm on the bowl because it's been puffing like a freight train there. But in any case, let that cool for a minute. I do have some news coming up that I wanted to share. I was a little hesitant to share because I'm not quite ready to do this yet with the channel. But I've mentioned 5,000 times before that I was going to get back into doing things that are different around here. Like I was going to do different types of videos. And I am. Don't panic, though. I will always have pipe smoking videos and reviews and stuff. So that'll always be here. Plus, there's like 400 and something videos on pipe smoking related stuff. So I think you'll be content and okay with that. But as most of you know, I do love philosophy and I read a lot. and whatnot. So I am going to do and a lot of other pipe smoking channels have gone into, well, there's a lot of them talking about their religion, their theology and stuff, and that's good. I like that. That's fine. I have no problem with that. I'm glad they do that. And the way YouTube goes, you never know if you're going to be, most of this content is going to be taken away because, you know, God forbid we talk about pipe smoking. So I'm going to be talking about this stuff, Stoicism. I know some of you might be turned off by that, and that's okay. I get it. But let me put this back, Mr. Marcus there. Get in there. So I'm going to be doing, I got a title for it, and I might as well just say it here. It's a Stoic in a shed. That's going to be the name of the show, and I'm going to be doing it here. And there's a reason for it, because part of Stoicism, you know, practice being in poverty, so to speak, or into conditions that aren't exactly, practice, what's the word I'm looking for? The word fails me for now. Oh, crap, I can't even think of the word. But anyway, you got to practice, like, not poverty, but you got to put yourself through, or practice in circumstances that are not pleasant. Let's leave it at that. And being in the shed here in the winter, I can assure you, it is not that comfortable. I know I get the, you know, you've seen me before. I've been in here when it's 10 degrees and I got heat cranking up, but it's still, you know, it just takes the edge off. For the most part, it gets chilly in here. And as you know, it gets warm in here, and it's like being put in a sweat box, and it gets warm in here, especially in the afternoon when the sun's just directly on that. So part of doing that series is putting myself in an uncomfortable situation, so to speak, as I talk about Stoicism, which kind of goes hand in hand. And I don't know, it just sounds good. Maybe it won't be. I don't know. We're going to try it. We'll see where it goes with that. It'll be on here. I'm not going to publish it, at least not right away, on Apple or anything like that. I'm not sure if I'll do that. It depends on how much traction we get, if people are interested or not. But anyway, look for that fairly soon. Within a month, I would say. I got some things going around the house I got to deal with or whatever, but part of the first episode is actually stop talking about things and doing things, but we'll get into that when we get into that. But anyway, back to the review. So some of you might not like that, but, you know, as I said, there'll be other stuff for you. Interesting. I'm now getting the soap note. Which I always get confused with the Latakia or the Perique. Which one do I get it? And it's always the Latakia. I just get it mixed up. All right, see, now I can smell the Latakia. Which isn't bad. It's a nice... It's right where you'd want it to be. Not like a lat bomb or anything like that, as they say. Which I got to say is redeeming this tobacco as we smoke. Now I'm at about almost at the halfway. We'll call it the halfway. But it seems to be getting better, which is unlike Redwood. Redwood was like, it started out good, and then it got bad. So this is kind of the opposite. Now, see, sometimes with Latakia, I get like a spice to it. Like a little bit of like a pepper kind of taste. Maybe it's just me. But yeah, I have to say no. Don't get it. I mean, unless you want it, go for it. Try it like I did. I don't think most people are going to like it. And I think from what I remember on tobacco reviews, it got a 3.3. I'd put this at a 2.9. That's my score. And keep in mind, Cumberland from GLPs is at a 1. Actually, a 0.5. Make that a 0.5. We'll put Redwood at 0.1. I mean, yeah, at 1. We'll give them a 1. Anyway, that's going to do it for today. Hope you guys join me soon. I'm going to do, again, I got a few more reviews to get through, and I'm hoping we get some Warped Cornell and Deal Halloween blend coming out soon. I thought it would come out in September, unless I missed it completely, which I doubt. Hopefully that comes out soon, because obviously October is tomorrow. So, but anyway, I'm out of here. Have a great weekend. I'll see you guys soon. Take care.